it's gonna be 110% better on the other side. Did you ever hear the grass is greener on the other side? Well, it is, and there's a waterfall with it. So trust. Oh shit, this is recording? My turn. Don't forget me. Please. Good morning. Alright. We just sang. I don't even know when it started recording, honestly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is. I was gonna say it's still the morning, but it's not still the morning. I lied to you guys. I am so sorry. I had to get some work done before class. So, this is going to be a topic that I definitely think needs to be discussed. And some people understand it, some people won't. You know, in a way. It depends on how you view the world. Honestly. And I don't want to say, oh, it's only for a slight few. It's only for the chosen ones. No, it's not for a slight few. But if you understand the concept of what I'm saying. Honestly, if you're beginning on this healing journey, I swear I think you would definitely take the advice for it. Or just this journey of self-discovery, enlightenment, anything for yourself. Anything that you're trying to work towards. Right? Alright. Basically, this is what alright. Bear with me. Alright? So, we're going to talk about how your lessons will repeat itself over and over and over again until you finally grasp it into your head that it's not going to change until you do. Until you choose to make the decision on letting go of whatever the hell is holding you back in the past. And when I mean lessons, it could be relationships. It could be staying in the same job as you are. I always say, if you stay in the same place for long periods of time and things just hit the fence all the time and it's just hitting the fence, it's a sign of this is a lesson that you need to learn to reach to another, like I say, in my words, I say another level. To reach another level of where you want to be, you have to let go of everything that you've known. Literally let it go. Whatever is stopping you, fixating you, keeping you stuck, keeping you stagnant in the same place as that you are, let it go. Literally. If you don't let it go, you're going to repeat it. God's going to bring it back again. The universe is going to smack it into your face. If there's a lesson that you need to learn, an emotion that you need to comprehend in life, like I always say, people feel emotions, people feel things, but do they really understand, comprehend the emotion of why things are happening the way it's happening? Let me back that up a little bit. We all learn lessons about how to control emotions, how to learn, how people do us dirty, how we have to fix ourselves, move on, communicate, do anything like that. Having to fix our problems that we have so it doesn't repeat into our future. Okay? Having to learn, sit, analyze, why am I stuck at this job for this amount of years? Why am I still staying at the same job that gives me like pocket change pay, that maybe gives me good enough to keep me financially stable, and the raise is like pocket change more, like little pocket change, and you're sitting here like, why am I putting so much of my effort, my time, my energy to help a business out that can't even help me grow, survive? They're supposed to be there for you. Businesses are supposed to be there to create jobs, to make life easier, okay? But, little secret they never tell you. I'm gonna tell you, well, I think everybody really knows, but they keep it for themselves. Sorry. No, let me really be honest with you with this. If a job is not treating you right, as much as say you put, I don't know, scenarios, right? Maybe you're not doing enough work, maybe things are not going right. Well, that's going to be the reason why you're not getting enough pay, or that you get fired or not put on the schedule that much, or anything of the sorts, right? But if nothing is of the sorts of that, and they still don't pay you enough, they still don't treat you right, why are you wasting your energy? Because you're afraid to change. You're afraid to step out of your comfort zone, to see other options for yourself. You believe that if you leave, things are harder. I'm going to have to learn something way new of another job. I'm going to have to do this thing. Yes, you're going to have to. Why? Because it's called change. You're moving on from the life that you've been living. That's not where you're staying. Keeping you stagnant is not giving you enough. So, in my head, in my opinion, in my thinking process, I should say, why not move on? Why not pick up the pieces, try to find a new job, and see if it works? Okay? Make references, keep in contact with your old job, just in case if anything of the sorts happens, you have a backup plan. Let the old job you have be your backup plan. Be the last backup plan you ever have, okay? Because that is like the surface level of you growing to another experience in life. You growing to maybe, you don't even know, you leave this job, maybe you go to another job and they love you, how you work. They love your positivity. They love your ambitions. They love everything. And they raise your pay or give you an executive job, give you a higher position job because they actually see you. Unlike your other job that you've been staying in for, like, let's say 4 or 5 years, 10 years plus, right? And they're not doing jack shit but giving you 45 cents a raise, $1 raise. But like, honestly saying that, like, why is it so hot in here? Because I'm here. No, I'm kidding. Alright. It irks me and pains me to say this because you know what? I've done it. I've been in it for years, dealt with it. This music is, I didn't know how loud this music is. I'm like screaming at you guys. I've done it for years. Like, I've stayed in jobs that I friggin' loathe. I literally probably every single day just thought, why am I doing this? Why am I staying here? Why am I wasting my time? I'm not getting paid enough. I'm working my ass off. I'm doing positions as managers, shift leaders, all of it. And I get paid as an associate. I get paid as the measly job, the measly pay. But I'm doing everything of your jobs. Sense to me. Doesn't. Never made sense to me. I've been working since I was 13 years old, okay? Government, you did not hear that. But besides the point, I've been working since I was 13 years old, off the books, working every single job, probably for more than like 2 years for each one. Some I would say I quit because I would usually have 2 jobs at one point, and then one would be like a part-time that I really wouldn't care about and just let it go. You know what I mean? But most of my life, the jobs that I stuck at, I would stick in there for like 2 years, 3 years straight. Like, the job that I'm in right now that I finally quit, 4 fucking years. It would have been in May. 4 years. And I got a raise of a couple pocket change money. And then I realized, fuck it. You ain't giving me enough money. You ain't giving me enough pay. Why am I staying here? Why am I doing this? And I'm putting it as a work type of issue because we all have to work in life. I'm sorry to say it. If you don't work for anything, what's your ambition? What's your purpose? And I'm not even going to come and attack somebody on work life. Like, maybe you're not really in the system of work life, but I will give you another scenario that say that you don't have to work for somebody and you're maybe making money. You're financially stable already and the work environment doesn't matter. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I am not done. I'm giving every single scenario because life and lessons and growing is not only one thing. It is all unique to oneself. Okay? We're all unique in a way of our issues, our problems, our lessons we need to learn. We're all unique. Mostly, I would say, the lessons we learn, majority of them, we all have to learn as a community, as a link, all of us on this earth. But some people don't learn those lessons. Some people like to ignore the lessons or not understand why things are happening to them. Some people are not spiritual, some people are not religious, and you can't combat somebody for that. But the one thing you guys need to learn is that there is something more than just your job. There's something more than just your relationship. There's something more than just, honestly, us. There's a bigger picture of this world out there. There's so many, 7 point something billion people on this world, and you're like, come on. And you're saying what? If you don't believe anything, that's okay, but just believe in this. There's lessons you're gonna have to face on earth. Believing in anything or not, it's gonna happen. So sorry, but it's whatever you want to believe in, why it's happening, believe in it. But at least take the lesson and learn from it, okay? Don't pretend like it's not there. Don't pretend like, oh, you don't care, oh, you don't believe in anything. But you have to at least understand lessons are the whole reason. Lessons, you can never, okay, let me back that up. You cannot ever run away from a lesson. Let me repeat that. You right there on the screen, I see ya. You cannot run away from your lesson. You cannot. It will come back around and smack you right in the face. It will smack you unexpectedly. Even probably when you're worse off than you should have learned the lesson in the beginning. It will smack you harder every single time until you get it right in your head. Smack dab in the middle in your head. I'm so serious. But back onto what I was saying about work. Now let's go back to the topics. That was a little intermediate, get your act together type shit. No, I'm kidding. Alright, little break. How do I get that sunlight? I don't know how I get that sunlight. That's so funny. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but the sun just came right there. Alrighty then. That could have been a smarter thing. Alright. Yes. Crack my back. Alright. So, what the hell? You didn't see that. You just saw that. So, back to it. Now we're still talking about work, right? And when we're working, do you believe that you're supposed to stick to a job your whole life? No. You think that measly job you're working you're going to stick to for your whole life? No, you're not. Maybe the job that you have now, you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and you've stuck with that job since the beginning of your career, and that's the only thing that's on your resume. If you don't want to take it as a spiritual perspective, take it as a business perspective, all right? You're not building nothing of your resume. You're not building anything for yourself. You're not learning new things. You're not experiencing new businesses or new experiences of life. And if you don't want to be a part of business and that's not who you are, then you find out who you want to become. You find out where you want to fit in that category. But it's still you're going to have to work somewhere. You're going to have to get that experience somewhere. You need to learn it somewhere. You can't just snap in your head. I wish I had this. I swear, I wish all the information I'm telling you right now, I wish I had that. I wish I didn't have to go through the experiences. I wish I could just talk out of my fucking ass right now. Sorry for cursing. Sorry. But I wish I could just talk out of my ass right now. But no, I had to really experience it for myself. I really had to go through all of it, through the trials, through the pain, and through everything, and realize what I'm missing, And that's why I need to explain to you. And I'm on this journey right now with this work life too, and other lessons too. I will go into it and talk more into it. That I had to run away, get out of my job, and find a new job, learn new experiences, make more money for myself, be financially stable, and be happy with where I am. Because you know what? When you're worrying about things that are, I say, superficial or minor, that you could change by just changing yourself or changing your environment, why not do it? You know what I mean? Why not push through it and work harder for it? Nothing's easy in life. If you're going to another experience and change, and you're changing over to another job, it's not going to be handy dandy silver platter. Back it up. Silver platter. It's not going to be handed to you as a silver platter, and you're gonna know everything. It's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, maybe it would be if you're going into the same job experience or same what's that word? It starts with an occupation. Same occupation. Yeah. That you've done in the past. Maybe it would be the same, but it's gonna be a different environment and you would have to change and adapt to that one. Okay? Now let's take a break. I'm kidding. Alright. If I was a rich girl. Alright, okay. Alright. So let's get into another skit. That was work. Now, this is gonna be about relationships. Not even relationships, but the love life, the friendship. Not even love life, but friendship in other people in your life. I don't know, like situations or anything, whatever. Okay. You know what I'm trying to say. Situationships, relationships, whoever the hell is part of your journey path, right? Let's learn. Whew, I got a lot to talk about this. Alright, we're gonna be serious. Damn, really? Do I gotta talk about this? Yep. Alright. Fuck it. Alright, friendships, right? How do you learn the experience of friendships and move on from something? Let me tell you this. Say you're in a friendship or a relationship or a situationship with somebody and they're treating you like shit. And you gave them after a chance, you communicated with them, you gave them the benefit of the doubt, you let them back into your life, best friend, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, situationship, whatever the hell it is, you let them back in. They were from your past and now they're in your present now because you decided to learn that lesson again. Oh my god, there's a speeder. That's so funny. It's hi. That thing just looked at me. I took a picture of that. It's so funny. I don't know if you can see the speeder, but here's the speeder. Hi, speeder. He's right on. That scared me too. I thought this was in my car. I was like, okay. It's dead staring at me. Hi, speeder. I call it a speeder. Hi, speeder. Let's get serious. You think this thing can wave at me? This shit got sharp claws. Speeder. Alright, come down. Oh, you jump! My fear is spiders. I don't know why I have a fear of them. Oh, he's just chilling right now. Honestly, he's kind of cute. Alright. And yes, you've been going through conversations with them and communicating with them, and it's the same lesson you learn every single time. But I always say it's a different little font with it, too. You could learn the same lesson, but say the lesson comes to you, but it's not the same scenario or some shit. It's a little bit different, but same concept of what's going on. They're not treating you right. They're not giving you enough. They're not doing this enough. It's not what you want, right? But you allow them back. Why? To learn the lesson over again? Yes. If you've seen in my previous episodes of this, I think I'm going to link this in the series, but if I don't, basically, lessons, if you don't learn the lessons, it's going to go over. It's going to repeat itself. Let's say something else. Okay, sorry. You will go through the same experience over and over and over again until one day it just clicks into your head that you don't want it anymore. When you choose to not want your past anymore, then you're going to see a difference. If you choose to stay and learn that past, I don't even care if it's for fun. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're doing it, because I used to do it because of fun. I didn't care. I really didn't care about people. Not that I didn't care about them. Situationships, yeah, I really didn't care about them. After you hurt me, and my brain shuts off, and I'm just I don't care about you. It's really bad. I'm sorry about it. Actually, I'm not apologizing for it. But after a moment, even if I give you a chance, I'm not really caring. Because I damn well know you're not going to be my future. 110% know that. But I go through the lessons and I do it again and again and again. Why? Because I'm bored. I'll be honest with you. Because I don't have experience in... What? Sorry. I have a lot of experience. If you know what I mean. Let's stop. Or let's talk. No, let's stop. Okay. We're PG here. We're PG. We're not PG-13. Or rated R. We're just not. Okay, let's go back. Let's rewind that. Alright, so I'm just thinking. But again, I've always felt like that. Be with somebody, and if you fuck up my trust, if you fuck up anything with, like, anything, I'm not even kidding you. I'm so at the point where I'm so understanding of myself, so aligned with myself, that I really don't care what you do. So sad. I just cut you off because I know my end result for myself. I know where I want to be. If you don't want to be in that journey with me, if you're treating me like shit when I got nothing, why you think I'm gonna bring you when I have something? Because I'm not. I'm not gonna bring you along for the ride when I got something. It's not happening. And that's my mindset with people. That's how I think. And you can have your own mindset, you can have your own ways, but I've always been the person that's ambitious, wanting success, wanting to change, wanting new things for myself. But it took me a while to get there. I'm not saying this was like snap of a fucking fingers for me and it was done. No, it took, I will say, years. It doesn't take overnight. And another thing I have to say, do not judge somebody's chapters if you just started your chapter, okay? If somebody is on their 10th chapter or their 3rd chapter or their 5th chapter and you're stuck on your first and you're not understanding why, take the advice of the people that learned your lessons and went through it. Maybe you could achieve it faster if you take the advice. You understand what I mean? We give the advice, people give the advice to help you on your journey and help you learn from our mistakes, for our mishaps, for our taking of our time for the longest periods of time, okay? I want to say longest periods, maybe it's shorter for other people, but longer for another. It doesn't matter, but some people go through every single day learning a new lesson or going through the same lesson. It took me years to learn lessons. It might take another person a couple months. Everybody's different, but we're giving you the advice so you could understand it and learn from it. You don't have to take it, but honestly, the universe is going to show you, not the advice, you're going to want to take these lessons. The lesson is just going to help you grow as a human being. You're going to see the world differently. You're going to see how, not messed up the world is, but how you don't allow things to just affect you all the time. So again, we're gonna go back into this because again, I talk too much, but I like to rattle on. So I like to rattle a lot on, and I really shouldn't. I need to learn to keep going. But I do this why? Because I want you guys to learn. Sometimes these videos are long and extensive, but they're supposed to be for you to come back to it when you need it. Come back to it when you need somebody to help you through a situation. You need advice. Look at it, okay? I can't help you anymore, you know what I mean? I want to help you as much as I possibly can, but how can I? First, you don't reach out to me. You don't know me, of course. But I will give you this. If you were my friends, and I'm going to say this, if you were my friends, I would be giving you the same exact advice. I'm so serious about that. I would be giving anything that I say on here. If a person or a human being was next to me and asking me the same things, I would give them the same advice. I'm blunt. I'm truthful. I say what I need to say, and that is it. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but I do it because I care, and I love you. I love you. I don't say I love you that much. I love everybody. You know, I love you guys. I have genuine care for everybody in this universe to heighten themselves, to change themselves, to learn from themselves. That's what I care about. Because if everybody learns things, it brings the vibration up into the world way better. You have more consciousness about life in the world. People will be more open than more closed off. And honestly, I'm fighting the system of technology right now, because that is closing off our minds so hard. And I'm fighting it while being on it. Okay? And that's the living truth about it. But again, I had to learn this lesson multiple times with a friend and a relationship. Let's get it down to earth, down to the nitty gritty. I went through the love bombing multiple times with this one man, okay? love bombed me to death, gave me flowers, did taking me out, did everything for me, literally gave me the world, love bombed me to death. I was drowning, and I couldn't understand it, because I'm like, mind you, I just got in a relationship that didn't treat me well. Obviously, like, he didn't treat me. I didn't get love bombed, you know, like, I didn't get that attention, and he was love bombing me with attention. And I was like, is this what I didn't understand what love was, or love bombing is? And you know what? I'm gonna put a note down there, because I actually never really talked about that. So I'm gonna make another note to myself to make that as a separate video to talk about love bombing. If you don't know what it is, or you need to understand more nitty-gritty details about it, I would definitely talk about that, because honestly, it confused me from somebody who came from someone who was in a relationship that lacked attention, to being with somebody or of a situationship that was giving me too much attention or overbearing me, and I didn't understand. I was literally, ugh, the whole time. I'm like, but this is what I wanted. I wanted the attention. I wanted someone to treat me right. I wanted someone to take me out and do all these nice things for me. I wanted that. Until the bomb comes. The bomb! Alright. Where is... Alright, I made a mental note to myself to talk about love bombing. But, yeah, and I was going through the same situation over and over again. When I would not be talking to this situationship, life would be stagnant for me. I would be doing the same things and going not really that far. Sometimes I would honestly, sometimes when they used to come in too, it would be at the worst timings when I'm trying to change for myself, and then it was like a test. Like, it was literally like, alright, you want to be tested? You're sure this time? Okay, here you go. And then I fucking failed. Probably. In the universe's world. But, going on. I was not realizing what I was doing, and that's why I want to explain it to you. I was doing things out of spite or out of anger, and I didn't really care about them, but in the universe and how it looks, or how it looks to the universe, is that I don't want to change. I'm happy where I'm at. I can handle these people that I chose to keep in my life. I can handle the backstabbing. I can handle the hate. I can handle jealousy. I can handle the love bombing. I can handle the aggression. I can handle all of it. But then I thought to myself, why am I handling it? Why am I keeping it in my life? Why am I still in this? Why? Because you know, I also say, if you're in relationships, depending on the friendship or relationship, over time, you grow as a person, they grow as a person, whoever it is. Over time, for knowing a person, you're only going to see one side of who they are. You're not going to really think of who they change into. You didn't see that part of them. You know what I mean? You haven't seen that change out of them. Why? Because you've known them for so long that you really just have one mindset of them. And that's what I say. Like, I don't want to say, oh, take out all your friendships, take out the relationship, I'm saying, realize it. Realize the difference between it. Realize that, is it really helping you, or is it hurting you? Are you just handling the things that you're doing? Are you just handling aspects of the relationship or friendship? Are you just handling the pain? Or do you want more? Do you want happiness? Do you want, like, I always call it like a team, like a cheerleading team. People to cheerlead you and help you out and things like that. And help you to your journey. And to your path. You know what I mean? And I say this repeatedly, because having people by your side that is positive, that is going to lift you up, and that is going to get you where you're going, is going to open so many doors for you. It's going to open so many opportunities for you. It's going to open light and shed light on a negative situation that you're in, or just your journey in general. Because again, we all feel like we're not doing things right. We're not doing the right things. We're not any of the sorts. We feel like we're off, when technically we're really not off. We're just not surrounding ourselves with people that actually care about our journey, our goals, our opinions, and things like that. They don't cherish who you are as a human being, your authentic self, and things like that. I will say too, depending on all your situations, I'm listing every single thing that is a reasoning to it. If you take one of these categories, fit it into your life, and see how to analyze it, okay? Fit you. Honestly, the underlying message of all this, I'm just explaining every single detail and reasoning of it, is if you don't change your situation, you will never get out of where you are. You'll never heighten your vibration on life. You're not gonna get that nice guy, the perfect friendships, those people that are not jealous. You're sticking with people that are literally hating on you. If you know they're hating or jealous or any of the sorts, I'm just naming anything, or putting you down or not seeing your worth, then why be with them? Why stay with them? Why be friends with them? Why be in a situationship with them? Why give them your energy when they don't even see it? Sorry, they're not looking at it. It's not a mind. It's not in their mind. Why? Because they already painted a picture of you. And if that's the case, let them see you change. Let them see you prosper. Let them see you make where you want to make in life. Let your success be your karma. Not your karma. Be their karma. Let that sink in. Okay? And I just want you to take that. Have that mindset and realize that when you're in your friendships, you could communicate, you could set boundaries, you could do this, and if it doesn't work, because I've done it all, I'm going to tell you, some people, you just gotta let go. It sucks to say that, and I hate saying that. Trust me, I'm the one person to tell you, I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of changing. I'm afraid of making new friends. I'm afraid of a lot. I should say that as I was, not that I am afraid, but I was afraid of change, and it fucked me up a lot. It really did. It fucked my mental state up a lot, and I could not get out of my situations that I was in because I was living this lie. I was living a lie of my life. I was expecting something else, and I was not getting that. And then I was expecting that I want to be something in life. I want to reach this purpose for myself, but at the end of the course, I was dealing with negative people in my life. I was dealing with situationships in my life. I was dealing with everything that was pulling at my energy, pulling me down, okay? And not raising my vibration, not raising me up. And that's when I realized, okay, something that I'm lacking in is the positivity in my life. Why is it? And then I analyzed what was the underlying cause of it. My friendships, they did not end up well. They were not, the people that I surrounded myself around, I will have to say there was ones with jealousy, there was ones with envy, there was ones with just me not making good decisions for myself and not realizing that the friendships that I was in caused me to make even worse decisions for myself. So that's the relationship part. Let's talk about another lesson. Your goals, your aspirations. Why is it not coming to you? Why is lessons, you keep getting these lessons that keep repeating itself and you can't understand why? I'll tell you why. It's because you're doing something, I don't want to say you're doing something wrong, but you're lacking of something that you're not realizing. You're lacking of that mental clarity about something, or your mental awareness about your mind and how you're reacting to the world and the problems that they're in. And if you're even working to your goals at all too, that's another part of it. But if you're lacking on the mental awareness that you're not even working toward what you want to get to, but you want it, but you're going through lessons because you're telling the universe that this is what you want, but you're not learning from the lessons they're smacking you right at your door. That's the problem. Sorry to say that, and I'm saying this in the nicest way possible because I was going through it, And I would say, everybody keeps going through lessons and having to change and learn from them in like a cycle and keep going and going. So everybody has to go through this, you know? But we have to learn how to handle the understanding of where we're at. You understand? We have to handle that, hey, we're here, we want to be there, but why aren't we there? Right? What are we doing and what are we lacking on? What is lacking in our foundation to reach over there? Mind you, and I'm going to make this known, you are not going to get your dream with a snap of a finger. If you don't work hard, you don't put in the effort, you don't do anything about it, it's not going to get there. And trust me, I can look at myself, look at the mirrors right here. Hello. Good morning. It's a nice day. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. Why? Because I've been in school. It is, I can't push through it. I know I did it, so I know I can keep going and doing it more. I just need to realize to put in the effort. That's my lesson to get me higher where I want to go. And learn that lesson and get over it and keep pushing every day and keep going through it. Because I will also tell you, I lack the motivation. I lack the motivation to get where I'm at. Because I didn't see the results in my 3D, I lacked my motivation and I didn't do that much as I knew I possibly could do more. And I'm not saying I didn't work hard, but I'm a hard-ass worker. Like, I'm a hustler. And when I mean I'm a hustler, I put everything. I will sacrifice everything for where I want to get. Except for my dog, because I love him to death. But I will sacrifice everything to get to my end goal. I don't care if you're the love of my life. I don't care if you're a cousin of mine. I'm just making shit up. I love my cousins. Some of them. But, I'm kidding. But I don't care if you're a cousin of mine. I don't care anything. If you're holding me back, you're literally out. Like, I'm done. I am not learning my lesson again with you. You will come back in my life. If you act the same way, I'm out. And have that boundary in life, too. Putting the boundary straight to people, you don't have to always leave them or not talk to them anymore. Sometimes it's just a measly communication thing. But if you know it's more, and you've been doing it, and you've been going through the lessons like 3-4 times, and it's still the same result with that same person, and you've talked to them, move on. You know? This is like very long, and it's very redundant of the same thing, because I really want to explain and go into detail about literally everything that could be happening in your world, but the reasoning of why you're not able to change. It's only the only key that you could ever have is being so honestly self-centered with yourself, but self-aware of yourself, that nothing else, like the friendships, anything like that doesn't matter. That's how you have to be. And I always say, like, to wrap it up, to have a conclusion, what we talked about is to be able to get through that life change of yourself and get out of that gunk that you're in, that negative energy, is literally, and I wish I could say it, is literally hitting that apply button. It's hitting that block button. It's hitting that snooze button. Anything of the sorts, okay, that fits into everything. That's the reasoning of why things in your lessons are gonna keep occurring. Alright? And I wish I could figure it out for you. I wish I could just jump into your body and do it for you. You know, I can't. But you can do it for yourself. Change is scary. Change is difficult, and I'm not gonna say it's easy. But when I tell you, Ricky, it's gonna be 110% better on the other side. Did you ever hear the grass is greener on the other side? Well, it is, and there's a waterfall with it. So trust in the process. Trust that you're supposed to be learning things. Learning is hard. Education, like, think of it as education. Education is hard, but you study and you work towards it. You learn from your mistakes and you try again. Same as life. Well, I love you all. You know, I will always love you. And I hope to see you guys in the next. I love you. See you in the next. Bye.